Well, here we go again. Third take on this video. Just wasn't satisfied with the first two takes, so maybe I'll tighten up a little bit on this one. A Lost 45 for Billboard's Hot 100. There's a ton of them on all these Billboard's Hot 100s. This one the week of July 27th, 1974. The song Rings by a guy named Reuben Howell. Two versions of this record on Billboard's Hot 100 that week in 74. There's another one by Lobo. Also on Billboard's Hot 100. Both of these versions did not make top 40. It's a remake of a song that came out back in the summer of 1971 by Cimarron. Rick Yancey, the lead singer, they recorded in Memphis, Tennessee, and 3 years later, there's these two versions of the song, particularly this laid-back one by Reuben Howell. Let's talk about Reuben Howell. I don't know much about him. It was from the Motown record label. Released about 3 singles off of Motown, no, actually 4 singles, and released 2 albums off the Motown label. Some consider him the first white soloist to have signed with the white solo singer to sign with the Motown record label. But actually, I believe that honor would go to Ardeen Taylor. He was one of the earlier white solo performers on with Motown. Ardeen Taylor, he had that huge hit, Indiana Wants Me, but before Indiana Wants Me in the mid-60s, he was cutting sides for Motown. None of them really big hits. There's a Ghost in My House, I believe was the name of one of the songs that he cut with Holland Dozier Holland, or maybe it was just with Lamont Dozier. And later on, Ardeen Taylor became part of the songwriting clan at Motown, a group of songwriters that wrote tunes like Love Child by the Supremes. But Reuben Howell, 2 albums with the Motown record label really laid back. Some people thought this should have been a bigger hit. Reuben Howell's version of Rings, and I don't really agree with that. It's not as commercial as the original version by Cimarron, but I do see Reuben Howell's version being a top 10, top 20, top 30 on the adult contemporary charts. Should have been a bigger hit on the adult charts. Very easy on the ear. This is purebred ear candy. And I mean that in a good way. The guy who wrote this song, Alex Harvey, he co-wrote this song. He co-wrote this song with somebody else. I forgot the guy's name. They wrote it about a couple of friends of theirs who were getting married. Very powerful record. And Cimarron, if I remember correctly, they took that version up to number 17, something like number 17 or 18 on Billboard's Hot 100. But Alex Harvey co-wrote Delta Dawn. He co-wrote Reuben James. Kenny Rogers in the first edition, remember that in 69? He co-wrote Tell It All, Brother by Kenny Rogers in the first edition back in the summer of 1970. I just found that out because those two are my favorite records, among my favorite records by Kenny Rogers in the first edition. Of course, Delta Dawn was a brilliant record as well, done by Tanya Tucker, then later covered by Helen Reddy, both in 1973. But we're in 1974 right now, and coming in at number 86. It's on Billboard's Hot 100 for 3 weeks. Number 86, let me bring that up for you. Got the digital version of Billboard's Hot 100. Rings by Reuben Howell at number 86. It will peak at number 86.